Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight in the Psychic Flow. It's so nice to have you here. Happy New Year for those of you I haven't talked to already. I hope you're all doing well. We are here. Happy New Year in sunny Sarasota, coming to you live. We are on YouTube and Rumble. And if you're on YouTube, you can, let me just check the comments here. You can contribute to the show if you'd like to. You're under no obligation to do so. But if you'd like to, you can contribute to the show via super sticker. And if you're watching on Rumble, you can do that via Venmo. And that is Carolan Carey. And otherwise, you can help support the show by liking and subscribing to the show and share with your friends. That would be great too. So, excuse me, I'm a little bit, I took a nap this afternoon. So if I'm a little wonky, that's why. If I'm a little behind schedule or I'm feeling a little silly, that's why. So drinking my Coke. Okay. What else did I have to tell you? Oh, check out our new cards. Oracle cards are on, spreadsheetshop.com. I think we'll post that so you can see everything that we have on there to support all of the shows and the latest Oracle cards. And we also, I think Melissa Parks has a shop on there as well. If you'd like to check that out, we have t-shirts, we have mouse pads, we have coffee cups, we have travel mugs, we have water bottles, we have everything. I'm sure Tiffany can give you the whole rundown. And you can check everything out on there for your support your favorite show or every show. So there you go. So what else? I didn't prepare any little closing prayer tonight. So we're going to wing it. And we have to open first and get going here. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. And my lighting's a little iffy. Sorry about that. But I took a nap and I overslept. So I'm running around like crazy. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Laura Romero. Hi, Moda. And hi, Robert Myers. It's very nice to have you here. Hi, Kim Smith. Let's see who else we have. Great to have you all with us tonight. I got a new deck of cards just when my Oracle cards came in. So for Goldylocks Productions. So we're going to do a special show just on that. Probably, let's see. Next week, we have Kelly Jo Psychic with us. Hope I don't dump this over. Let's see. Let me pull my calendar up a second. Next week is the 19th, and we have Kelly Jo Psychic with us. So I hope you join us for that. And the following week is the 26th. So I think we're going to do a special show just on the Oracle cards, January 26th, so we can get the feel of these. In the meantime, before I got those, I had ordered these special cards. I'm going to do psychic work tonight. I'm going to attempt to do psychic work, but I'm sure your spirit loved ones are going to make themselves known. And if they do, they are more than welcome to do that. I have these cards. Can you see that? Not too much reflection. That is called Soul Helper Oracle. And I liked them because they were very bright. You can see them on the screen. And they have nifty little messages on them. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to do that. And let me see. For our super sticker people, maybe I'll see if I can get a spirit loved one as well as pull a card for you. And I will get to everyone as soon as I can. And, when people join late, I'm starting to take my time in the beginning because we don't have a lot of people on. Then it starts filling up. Hi, Carol. Hi, Destiny. Any good news for me tonight? We're going to look into it, Carol. Thank you so much for joining us. It's so wonderful to have Laura Romero here with us tonight. Are you talking to me, Kim? My sugar was perfect. I was in for a radiology yesterday, and my sugar was 102. They said it was perfect. So I'm sure it goes up. And caffeine I'm addicted to is a few other things. So, but I will do my best. If you need caffeine, try alternative like tea or coffee. Okay. I don't know if she's talking to me. I think she is. Okay. Some upliftment. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, let's start, shall we? Let's see. Let me turn this a little bit this way. There we go. You don't need to see into the dark there. I think our first one is Robert. So nice to have you with us. Whoops, I almost knocked my cards over. Let me put this down so I don't knock that over. I leave myself no room on this table. So let's see what we got for Robert. Seeing somebody with galoshes on, Robert. Do you have somebody in spirit that had galoshes? It's raining wherever they are. It's raining. They're out in the rain and they have galoshes on. We'll see what we get. Let's see. All right. Okay, let's see. This is a nice card. I love the back of these. All the back of them, each one is like this, which I think is really pretty. And then this one says, let's see. There you go. It says, have the courage to be free. Wow. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. So there you go. And I have this lovely lady. Sorry, guys. The cards are mostly ladies. So I hope you can see that. I know there's a reflection. Have the courage to be free. So I feel as if we've been talking about like a hobby or pursuing a dream. It might be like photography. It might be something like that. It might be something electrical. It might be web design, something. I feel that there's something else that you would like to pursue. I also have like a library of books around me. So I don't know if you are thinking of taking classes, of teaching, something like that. But I have something other than your regular job that you're considering pursuing. If that is the case, you're being encouraged to do that. As I said, I have someone here with galoshes. This is funny. It goes back. Actually, what I'm seeing like I think a short person with that, like a yellow raincoat, yellow galoshes, and that rain hat. I don't know why I'm seeing that, Robert, but that's what I'm seeing. So I don't know if you would know anybody like that. And it's pretty persistent. Let's see if there's a message there. And I have somebody, I don't know if somebody was liked flowers or was a florist, because I have that as well. What messages do they have? I have a grandmother here speaking to you as well. Do you have a grandmother on the other side? And I believe that you do. And she is speaking to you about pursuing extra income, pursuing something that makes you happy. So I feel like there's an alternative to what you do that you would enjoy, that you would do part-time and pursue part-time. And I think there is some money in it. So I keep getting the word photography. I get different things like that. And it's like to pursue your passion. And I understand we all have to do, I did this while I worked full-time. So, excuse me. I had another job the whole time I had done this to the last few years when I retired. So we have to pay the bills, but we also have to pursue a passion that makes our soul happy. So I feel that there's something there for you. I also have travel here, a plan to travel. And I have something with younger people. So I don't know if we're talking about getting together with our kids. I don't know how old your kids are. They're adult children. I feel like we're going someplace together. There's some kind of travel arrangements. And somebody is bringing up the word funeral. So I don't know if there was a funeral in the family where something unusual happened, or there was a planning involved. and that it came out really nice, or there was a particular song or something, someone's funeral which was remarkable. Maybe they were very patriotic, it was well attended, something like that, or there's a special song flower or something. So I hope that you would remember that, Robert. And if I do get any hits for anyone who's listening on our audio platforms, Spotify, iHeart, Google Play, any of those, if I get any validation, I will read it out to you. So there you go. Robert says, grandmother on the other side. Okay. And we have Shaylee here with us. Nice. Thank you for joining us. Ruth Saltman is here with us tonight. So the grandma on the other side, she is showing me whoever this is in this yellow raincoat. And I kind of had a feeling of this going way back. It looks like the Gloucester fisherman in, outfit in yellow. And it looks like a young person, a young kid, maybe 10 or something. So I don't know if that means anything to you. But she's also talking about travel, some kind of travel for you, uniting with maybe adult children or older children, and talking about a funeral that was remarkable in some instance, and wants to thank you for that. So I don't know if you would understand that. And also about pursuing your dreams when you are not working your regular job. So it's worth it to pursue that extra education. So I hope that means something to you, Robert. And thank you so much for your contribution to the show. We enjoy you. So there you go. Okay. I hope that makes sense, Robert. And then we have Moda. Hi, Moda. Nice to see you tonight. Am I going to need a tissue? Let me see here. I might. Moda. I have fish here. I don't know why I have fish here. I have someone talking about serving fish, cooking fish, or fish on a plate. I don't know what that's about. It's a beautiful fish, and I think it's for eating, and I think it's prepared very lovingly, and it is a staple. I would say it is a staple at the dinner table. So I have someone showing me that. Seems to be, I feel like I'm around a couple maybe, particularly the woman. So I don't know if you have a set of grandparents in spirit or parents, something about parental. And I have this feeling of this woman preparing something. This is a different culture. It feels a warm culture. It doesn't feel like a cold culture. It feels warm and almost tropical. And I feel as there's a spiritual something here. What are we talking about? Spiritual something. What are they talking about? Spiritual message, spiritual something, she's saying to me. Okay. So I don't know if you had anyone that was that had a calling for the spiritual, that was a minister, priest, rabbi, something like that. I don't know if you have somebody that's a learned person that pursued spiritual church, or the church in itself, or another kind of church, or ceremonial, something like that. I have that feeling there. I also want to talk to you about black high heels. I don't know why. So I don't know if you're getting ready to go to an event, or you just went to an event. I have these spectacular pumps, black high heels I want to talk about. And let's see. Let me pull a card for you and see what we get here. It's time for a change is what I get. Time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. I wonder if that makes any sense to you. It's a beautiful card. I hope that you can see that. It's kind of a weird kind of picture. There you go. Oh yeah, there it is. Lovely girl. So it says it's time for a change, Moda. So I do feel that, and I do feel education. I think we've talked about this. I think that we have a change of profession. Something like that. Definitely more money. And I think we're talking this year into the spring of 2024. So I think you're doing a preparation for something new. As I said, I have a woman over there who's showing me, the fish, about preparation. This is a mainstay of the diet, I think. I have somebody that's very spiritually oriented there, talking about an altar. Whoops, I almost dropped these. And remarking about how classy you looked or how nice you looked for an event, or you're going to look, these black Palms high heels, and the pursuit of a new career or a new change in your life and money. So I wonder if that makes sense to you, Moto. I hope that you can take some of that at least. Robert says, I am welcome. He's saying to me, you're welcome. Took me a while to learn to do it. I am not tech savvy. I think he's talking to me. Let's see if Moto says anything. I don't know what she's saying. I'll take it. Destiny. Yes, Destiny. I will get to you as soon as I can. All right. I'm not seeing any feedback on that. She likes the cards. Hi, Sandy. Jaylee, hi. Let's see if I see any messages here. Whoops. Oh, she's saying my brother made a fit. They just had fish. Just had fish for dinner. And yes, my brother made it fancy and stuff. Thank you for that. And grandparents in spirit. Oh, that's great. And yes, I have a few ministers in my family. Well, that is wonderful. And Modi says she is interviewing, I presume, for a job. So maybe that's it. And Modi says she can see this message. Thank you, Carolan. Hi, Kavita. How are you? Thank you for joining us tonight, Moda. Moda says, yes, Carolan, I'm interviewing for jobs. So change is coming. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I think we have Carol next. Carol, excuse me. We have Nancy Ramsey next, and then we have Carol. Nancy. Why do I always, let's see. I always think that you're from the UK, and I think you told me you're not. Pardon me, I'm sorry. The nose is always running, particularly if I have a show. Then it starts. I have a gentleman riding a bike, and I feel as if this would be not like sports-oriented bike, but like riding a bike to get from one place to another. And this is very common. I see a lot of bikes on the street, and this could be going back. Now, I don't know if this is like New York, Brooklyn, or England. I don't know where this is, but there's other people that ride bikes too. I think it's before a lot of people had cars. And I see newspapers there. So this would be an older gentleman, maybe a grandparent, perhaps. I also get the word uncle. So maybe you have an uncle and a grandfather over in the spirit. But I have this gentleman riding a bike, and he's wearing a cap. And I feel like he's like going to his job. I almost feel like, and I'm getting newspapers. So maybe he was like a printer. Kind of reminds me of my Uncle Charlie. He was what they called a stenotype at that time. They would set up the printer to print the newspapers, and he rode bikes as those big bikes with the big wheel. This is how far back that's going, like the 20s. Him and my father raced too. I don't think Uncle Bert did, but Charlie and my father Matt raced. Today is my father's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Dad. So I have a gentleman that kind of reminds me, but he's riding a regular sort of looking bike, not one of those real old-fashioned ones. And I feel as if a newspaper is very prominent with him, that he worked for a newspaper or sold them or something. Feel very with that, Nancy. And I also get, I feel like he's not alone on the other side, as though he has a brother, he has family over there with him. Something like 20s, 30s. you know, maybe during the Depression or before the Depression, things were, you know, not great. So I just want to let you know that I have this, and I feel like he's coming in to carry a message, like something that would be on the front page of a newspaper, you know, shouting out the headlines, waving the newspaper. So I feel as though he's got to bring a message here for you. And I have somebody wearing pearls. I have a pearl necklace here. So I have somebody who's wearing pearls. And I think they want to let you know there is a change for you. Something about healthcare. So I don't know if you work in healthcare or pursued something like that, or doing something about your retirement, putting money away. I kind of feel that. I keep getting this impression of this lady with like the teapot, the tea cup and saucer, that kind of feeling, you know, shortbreads or cookies. I kind of get any impression of that. That's why I always think you're from the UK. Let me pull a card and see where we're going here with this. They have a message for you. I'm trying to think what it is. Trying to get what they're trying to tell me. I have a dog in spirit too. It looks like a Cocker Spaniel kind of type. A Prince. What's that dog? Prince Charles. They're small dogs, but they kind of look like setters. You know, they have the long hair, ears. I wonder what that's called. Prince Charles something. Okay, let's see what we got. Ah, okay. Wonderful surprise is coming. Is that one card? Wonderful surprise is coming for you, Nancy Ramsey. I like that card. And it says something entirely new awaits you. So I'm wondering what kind of adventure this is. I don't know if you're planning a trip, change of career, retirement, something that suits you. Okay, so let me know if that works for you. I do feel a change. I feel a bucket list. I feel as if I have things that I need to do, things that I want to change, places I want to go. Let me know if that works for you, Nancy. I feel a determination with you as well, that things are going to change, that I've had enough, blah, blah, blah. Let me see if we get any feedback here. I don't think I get anything back from Nancy yet, but I will let you know if I do get anything back. Corgis. No, it's more like, they're called Prince. They're like Chevalier Spaniels or something. Nancy said, probably a relative I never met. I feel like you're not, yes, and that would make sense. I feel that you're not close to that side, or we're not more close to one side than the other. Doesn't mean they don't know who you are. But this is a gentleman that's riding a bike, has something to do with newspapers. Maybe it'll come to you. And I feel like I'm on dad's side. Oh, Nancy says, my mother was named Pearl, and my daughter has a Prince Charles Cavalier. That's it. And she said, I do want to move and travel. Wonderful. Thank you very much for that, Nancy. I was beginning to give up on myself. Thank you so much for that. Prince Charles Cavalier. Is that how you say it? That's the dog. Exactly. So your daughter has that. How nice. Okay. Maybe that's what she's trying to show me. And your mother's name was Pearl. Thank you so much. See how it works? Isn't that wonderful? Thank you so much, Nancy, for joining us tonight. Okay. Now we're off to Carol. Kind of got to step on it here a little bit. Carol, what's coming up? Did you ask me a question, Carol? Did you ask me about romance last week and I didn't get to you? Let me see. Let me see if she posed a question. If you pose a question, that's helpful, particularly next week. When I have Kelly Jo, her show is on Blog Talk, Biscuits and Tea Mystic. And she limits her people calling in, because she has such a big audience, to one question. And that's what we're going to do next week. Carol says, yes. Okay. So she's looking for romance. Okay. Carol, who played Scrabble? Did anybody play Scrabble? Because I'm seeing the board and the little wood thing that holds the tiles. I have that going on here. This could be in your family. I'm also getting the impression that it would be you would meet somebody through a recreational pursuit. Boy, that's an elaborate way of saying when you're out having fun. I do feel like a dinner crowd. This is going to be really awkward. It would be awkward for me, but really awkward for me. But for you, you're more pleasant than I am. Let's put it that way. You're more chatty than I am. I feel as though there's a group that goes out, and there are some men involved. So as well, maybe like a singles social thing where they meet up for dinner, or they do, they meet up for sports, or they meet up for the theater, a movie, something like that. So I do feel, yes, there is a possibility of romance, and I'm going more towards 2024. And the reason that is someone has to be available. Now, whoever this gentleman is, I'm presuming you were looking for a gentleman. Big presumption today, right? I'm presuming that you were looking for a lovely gentleman. And I do have someone in front of me who is silver-haired, I would say, mostly silver, and blue eyes. And I can see that he's invited you. Either you're out with a group out to dinner, he's sitting across from you, or he's invited you on a date. And he's very interested in you, and he needs glasses to read the menu, and then he takes them off. So he is very interested in you. Let me see what kind of card we got. Oh, here it is. Okay. The time for romance has come. That's what it says. I'll put it right there. Time for romance has come. So I guess it's coming. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. Oh, I like that. Nice. Okay, Carol, that was the answer to your question. And I think it comes as a result of doing things that you like and having fun and mingling a little bit. I think after the last couple of years of lockdowns or COVID or whatever, people are ready to get out and circulate again. That could be the cause. I also see bowling here. So I don't know if somebody was a bowler, or if you like that, or if this is related to this gentleman. He's kind of a dashing looking guy. Not bad at all. Handsome. And I feel that there is a sports thing behind him, that he either played a sport. He is not old by any stretch. I would say he's athletically geriatric, like my age maybe, or a little younger, maybe 50s. I don't know if that age appeals to you, but he doesn't feel old. I feel he's prematurely silver. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And I feel he has an athletic background of some sort, played sports or enjoys sports. He's not like nuts about it, but he does play, and he likes to go out, and he likes to do things. I also feel that he did some fishing. Also feel some fishing with this gentleman. So yes, and I would say more towards the end of this year or springtime. So I would practice. I would have to practice going on a date. I would have to practice talking to normal, people, other than doing readings. So I would practice that as much as you can. And I think it is there for you, Carol. So feel a lot like movement, like doing different things, casting your net, so to speak, wider than you have before, meeting new people. Okay. That's what I see coming for you. I hope that answers your question. And I hope that is the type of guy that you would be interested in. Let me know. And I feel I have a father here, and I have peppermint sticks. I feel like I have your dad talking about peppermint sticks. And not the Christmas ones, but the other ones, like some kind of, I think they're red, green, and white, thicker peppermint sticks, like you would get at like the Jersey Shore or Maryland or Myrtle Beach or someplace like that, seaside kind of event. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much for joining us, Carol. Okay. Where am I? Samoda, Nancy, Carol, Kavita. Did I see you on here? Yes, I did. Kavita. Carol says, yes, thank you, and it sounds good to her. Okay, great. Thank you. Kavita. Okay, Kavita. Let me pull a card for you, Kavita, since I talked to you recently. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is interesting. A message is trying to reach you. There you go. Whoa, look at that. Sexy. Gorgeous. It says, a message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. Didn't we just talk about that? Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. Quite a lovely card. Sexy outfit there. Okay, Kavita. So, what does that mean? Well, we have talked about spirit trying to reach you. Could be getting more spirit guides when you pursue the more healing aspect that you were talking about. You could be getting more art guides. You could be, that kind of thing. Different projects that you're working on. You could be getting other guides for that. They could be trying to reach out to you. So that could be something. You could try to allow that to happen in your dreams or in a meditative state. And as I had spoken about, it's more of a question of allowing than pursuing. Okay. So sometimes we have to, instead of being interactive, we are pursuing something or banging on the door of the spirit world, allow them to come to us and they will show us in their own time. So that's the message that I get. And that's the spirit people. I do feel it is guides because I think that is what you are talking about. Now, I also got the doctor that we had discussed in your family that's on the other side and about that particular visit. Thank you for doing that. You have somebody coming to visit. Thank you for doing that. This is weird. I have somebody who ate bologna. So I don't know if this belongs to you, Kavita, or not. But I have somebody talking about bologna. Could belong to somebody who's waiting in line here. So if that is the case, let me know. And we'll try to go there. What else is the message? And I get a pizza place. I get something about pizza. So I feel like I'm in an Italian restaurant. And for some reason, that's important. So I don't know if we're going to Italy. I know you spoke of Portugal. And I had seen some beautiful, what I do see there, some beautiful rocks or like a wilderness there that people go to visit. Like a state park or an area like that and it's different kinds of rocks that are weather worn kind of thing. And this is important, a tourist attraction there in Portugal. Now I also have this pizza restaurant, pizza/Italian restaurant. So I don't know if that would be related to your work. And I also feel you, one of these trips or travel or something it could be boating. I see you riding in the wind on something, your hair being blown back. So I feel like I'm out, and I don't know if it's a motorcycle, a boat, but I feel that outdoorsy, free kind of feeling for you. So I do see that coming up, Kavita. So I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, Kavita. I hope that is helpful. And good luck pursuing your guides and loved ones. Oh, thank you, Sam. So nice to see you here. Okay, so let's get up to the top and we'll do some quick messages, okay? And whoops, I never turned my volume down tonight. I was in such a rush. Let me do that. Better late than never. There we go. Okay. There we go. Kim Smith was first in line here, so we're going to go with Kim. Let me pull you a card, Kim. Let me pull you a card. Sugar Kim. Kim, were you talking to me about my sugar? I'm so proud of myself that my sugar was so low. So what we got? Okay, let's see. Here we go. This is kind of interesting. Enter the temple of your truth. Enter the temple of your truth. It's kind of a beautiful card. I hope that you can see that. This way. There we go. Enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. I wonder what that means exactly. I think we're coming into a place like your inner self, or finding a place that's spiritually comfortable for you. Enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you, Kim. I feel as if I also want to say to you, excuse me as I blow my nose. I also want to say to you, you're gonna stand in your own power, and you're going to kind of recognize that you have a new ability and it's of value, so you won't be selling yourself short. I feel like you may have done that in the past, but you're not going to do that anymore. So I hope that is meaningful to you. Thank you for joining us, Kim. Appreciate you. My nose is running. I apologize. Okay. And next, we have Laura Romero. Hi, Laura. Thank you so much. Enjoying my candles. Also makes my nose run, so I can't use them all the time. And I did gift one to my daughter who loves it. Thank you so much. They are beautiful. Let's see what we got. This is, I think this is you. Nature is calling you. And I think it is by, I hope you can see that. Sorry. My ring light is kind of showing in it. It says, nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. So, I also feel that you've done a great job of moving through difficult circumstances and loss. I think you've done a great job of that. So don't doubt yourself there, but you are working on other avenues of your life, getting out more. You're working again, but you're also working on your own business, your entrepreneur, and they're beautiful products, absolutely beautiful. Angelsandhealinglight.com is Laura Romero's website if you'd like to check out. She has her products on there, and Kim Smith is cbddelights.com, as I recall. So, Laura, what I'm saying to you is, although you've done a great job of moving forward, don't be so reluctant to think that you haven't made major strides. You have, is kind of what I'm getting. I know that your mother you lost your mother. Your mother is here, and she's talking about. We know that she liked to make jewelry, and she's doing that on the other side. She's pursuing some work, some craft kind of work, different things, but particularly jewelry. And she's sewing. Metaphorically, she is sewing a necklace of stars from the heavens for you, and presents that to you. That's very nice. Very nice. It's lovely. and she wants to know that she is doing very well, and with the three boys, the three amigos, and she's doing very well. So she wants to pass that on. And I think it's finally 2023, 2024 is finally a time for you and your husband to reconnect, and you're always caring for someone. It's time to enjoy yourselves is the impression that I get. So I hope that makes sense to you, Laura. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate you. Okay, Destiny. Okay, I have a message. Okay, Destiny. And if I missed anybody last week, remind me, because I probably can't get to everybody, but I do the best I can. So if I forgot somebody last week, I'm sorry. This is Destiny. This card says, live in this world as a dreamer and create a future paradise. There's that card. Let me turn this way. There we go. I think that's better. How's that? Beautiful card. So it says, live in this world as a dreamer and create a future paradise for yourself. So I think that's very, very nice. And it's kind of true. I think it's kind of true here, because I feel like I don't feel, if I am you, I don't quite feel appreciated as I did, as I want to be in what I'm doing for a profession. I don't feel as appreciated either there or in a relationship. I think it's more work related. And I think that you're going to look at something else that you want to do. Now, I have chickens here. I don't know why I have chickens here, but that's what I got. So I don't know if it's a spirit world person who's talked to me. Something about chickens. Did you have someone in spirit who had chickens? I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't think it means that you're getting a job at Chick-fil-A or anything. I don't think that's what it means. I think it's more of a someone trying to show me part of their life that they had here on Earth. So I feel that you want something better for yourself, which I like. I feel like if I am you, I have my eye on a car, or I just got a new car. But I have goals and dreams and things, and I want to do better in life. So I'm very happy for you that you made that decision, that choice. Phil, I want to say something about 2 years. I don't know if I have if I'm you, I'm taking a course that would be 2 years. Something like that. And I get the word cookie. And so I don't know if something about baking, if that was a nickname. Rolling. I get somebody that rolled dough out and made cookies. I wonder if that's someone in spirit for you, Destiny. Let me know. Anyway, I think that you're going to pursue very happily something new for yourself this year. You're going to be building blocks for your future. Okay. Oh, Kim says she was talking about me, and yes, she's very happy to hear you just had it tested. Yes. Thank you. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. I'm going to pull a card for you, Sandy. And I have 15 minutes. So let me see if I can get through everyone here. Thank you all for joining us. Whether you're on Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you are, thank you for joining us. Wherever you're joining us from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay. Whoa, Sandy Payton. I have Flames of Desire. Oh, there you go. That's a sexy kind of look, isn't it? Either that or she's a vampire, one or the other. Flames of Desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. So I think this means, I was thinking it was kind of a sexual, romantic kind of energy by the picture, but I think it means more to like step out into the light, to bring what abilities and skills that you have into the light and to be seen by other people, like stop hiding your light under a basket kind of feeling. I kind of get that. Now, that could also mean in a romantic way to strut your stuff if you're interested in obtaining a new romance, or if you're talking about career-wise or something like that. I also have something artistic here with you, Sandy, that you kind of want to look at. So I hope that is relevant to what to your question tonight. I'm glad you enjoyed the cards. She says beautiful cards. So don't hide your light under a basket there. Okay. Got Laura, got Robert. Thank you for joining us so much. Appreciate you. Okay, Ruth Saltman's show is on Wednesday evenings, 8 o'clock. Let me see what I have for you. The lotus within you awakes. There you go. The lotus within you awakes. You know, it's so funny. I had a dream. Well, I didn't have a dream. I was asking for healing spiritually from my guides, from God. The other day I was taking a nap, and I've been doing that every day. I do actually until tonight when I started getting kind of congested again. I've been feeling a lot better the last 48 hours. Actually, the last 24 hours. Remarkably different. And as I was accepting that healing, laying there, what was my point of this? I got this beautiful picture of a lotus in my brain, and I don't know why. So that could be, and I also got the feeling of Kuan Yin, who has been a guide for me in the past, and I appreciate her healing. So I feel there's a lot of that going on for you as well, Ruth. And thank you for your lovely message last night. I appreciate it. So the lotus within you awakes. You are a master in light on high. You are a master in light on high. That is very true. You are a very spiritual being, lovely gal. And as I was looking at you last night when I was joining the show, I cannot get this guy out of my brain. I believe there's romance for you coming. I know you're a grandma, but you know, you're still a woman, a beautiful woman. I was thinking to myself, boy, she's a beautiful woman. So I'm going to share that with you. Ruth, thanks for joining us tonight. Inspirational Soul, Wednesday evenings, 8 o'clock. Okay, we got Laura. Shaylee, how are you? Let me see if we can get to Shaylee here. Shaylee. Whoops. These cards are new, so they're slipping out of my hands. Okay, here. Live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. Wow. There you go, Shaylee. Do feel kind of hippie-ish kind of feeling with you, what we would call a hippie back in the day. I have that flower child kind of feeling with you. I don't know if you relate to that, but I feel that that's there. I also feel very around artwork, and I feel fabrics, artwork, some kind of interior decorating or creating, loom materials, some kind of materials. I feel that with you. And I don't know, I mentioned bologna before, right? I don't know if anybody has anyone in spirit that enjoyed bologna sandwiches. Could be my father. He did, or he enjoyed liverwurst, actually. But I feel like I want to say bologna. I'm not sure who that belongs to. Okay. Jaylee, I do feel as if there's something creative with you, and I don't know if you have just finished school or you're going to go for more schooling, but something about schooling. So I don't know if your career would be in education or something about education, but I feel that there's more. I get the word curriculum. So I wonder if that applies to you, and it looks like 2024. So thank you for joining the show, and thank you for your patience, everyone, for waiting for me to get through this list. And I appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. I hope that message is helpful. Destiny says a message from loved ones and or a card. Thanks for skills. Okay. I think we did that. Kavita says happy birthday to my dad. And We got that message. Carol. Hi, Linnell. How are you? Sam. Kavita says, I'm allowing. Kavita says, I don't eat bologna. I didn't think it was you, but you do love pizza. Okay. Love pizza. I think it has more to do with your work. You are welcome, Kavita. I love your candles. Laura, love them. Oh, Kim says she's been doing tarot readings for friends recently, gaining confidence in your messages. Great job, Kim. And Laura says, thank you very much. I love the image of my mom making me a necklace of stars. You are more than welcome. Amy is joining us, and she has a question. Ruth says, thank you so much. Great message. Shaylee says, yes, I have been thinking of returning to school. Well, that's awesome. Kim Smith says, I almost bought bologna at the store. I was thinking of my grandfather. He loves it in a sandwich. Well, Kim, that is for you then. He is here and saying hello. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I appreciate that. So we have Amy on here. Thank you, Amy, for your message. And I think that's... And I have Linnell. Okay. Thank you, Chaley, for joining us. Amy, hi all. I had an electrical crazy lamp flickering 2 days in a row at the same time of day. Any idea who that might have been? Yeah, I have a message. Change the light bulb. I'm kidding. Let me see what we got for you. I have someone in spirit for you, Amy, that yes, I feel like somebody is trying to get you, and they're kind of a smart ass, if you would excuse the expression. That's their own words. They feel like more of a smart ass. So would you understand that? That like a trying to kid you, poke at you, telling jokes, good sense of humor. I think more of a teasing kind of humor. So I don't know if this would be a dad or a brother, somebody who enjoyed teasing you a little bit, Amy, and would play tricks. I have that feeling. I'm being shown. I feel it's male, and I have like sneakers on, tennis shoes. Some people call them the sneakers. Or either that's what he always wore, or that was very important to him. He's showing me his feet. I wonder who that is for you. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got that one. All right. Rise above the dark days of life. This is for you, Amy. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. It's a lovely card. So I hope that makes sense to you. So the dark days, let them go. Brighter days ahead. So I don't know if you had a loss. And she said that my dad, absolutely. So your dad is probably trying to get your attention with the flickering lights. So good. I'm glad that you understood who it was. And this is like, if you had dark days, if there was a romance breakup or something bad like that, leave it behind you because better things are coming. That's the message that I get for you. Better things are coming. Better days are coming. And I have a child. I feel like if I am you, I either have a child or I want a child. So I don't know if your dad had a grandchild that he saw, but I'm talking about something about a child. That was her dad. Absolutely. So perfect. Thank you. Definitely resonates with me right now. I am so glad. Thank you so much. What is this about a child, Amy? Do we have a child? You have a child? Did your dad have a grandchild? What's the child? Are we looking to have a child? Something about a child. Okay. And I also want to mention a big dog for you, Amy. So I don't know if there's a big dog in spirit with dad. And thank you for the validation, Kim, on the bologna. That was terrific. Shaylee said she's been thinking of returning to school, so that's great. And I think we got everybody. Oh, Linnell I didn't get. Hold on, Linnell. This is what happens to me. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. On time, which is remarkable because usually I'm not. Okay. Oh, a new strategy is required, Linnell. Did we talk about this? This is what this card says. Let me put it this way. Sorry. That's the picture. You can see that. It's like a Buddhist monk kind of feeling with a bird sitting on their head. A new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. I think that's your mission right now. I think that's what you're doing. Right? Very artistic is what I get. Very artistic year for you. Either personally, like creating your space, or being involved in something. I also get somebody saying, my father used to use this expression, jack of all trades. And with me, he would say, jack of all trades, master of none. But with you, you are a master of several skills, is what I get. So you're a jack of all trades. You can yield a hammer, and I feel that you're also very spiritually perceptive is the word that I want to use. And you had mentioned on Ruth's show last night that you were doing some channeling. That's great. Glad to hear that. I do feel creating space artistically, doing something artistically. You have a great, my feeling is that you have a great, what I'm being told, a design, something about a design. So I hope that makes sense to you, Linnell. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Sam. Let me pull a card for you. Linnell says she has been painting a bunch. Carolan, did you miss me? I always miss you, Sam. And let me see, I have 2 minutes. Of course I miss you. Where you been? Did you go away? And Amy says, yes, and a big beige dog named Molly. Good. Well, we have Molly here too with Dad, so that's great. Thank you for validating that. And let me see, Sam, did I miss you? Yes, I did. Let me pull you a card. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. These are my new cards. I hope you like them. Sam, thank you for joining us. I think I read this card for someone else too. She looks familiar, this girl. It says, it is time for a change. Do not put off decisions any longer. Says, I miss you too. Don't put off decisions any longer. I think you like to contemplate things. You're not impetuous. You don't jump into things. So I have a feeling that you're considering a couple of things. I also get a bonus. Are you anticipating a bonus at work, or did you get a bonus? I feel like there's a bonus here. Something about a bonus. Would you understand that, Sam? So I hope that makes sense to you. I always get travel. And I'm being shown a lovely ring here too, so I don't know what that means. But so I don't know if that means that you bought a ring for your lovely wife, or someone is showing me a ring in spirit. So I'm going to leave that with you. Linnell says, super energy with those cards. I am so glad. Thank you all for joining us. I think, and Linnell had mentioned she had been painting a bunch. Great. I think I hit on everybody here. I'm just going to scan. Thank you all for joining us. We're at 9 o'clock. We are at the end of the hour. Please join us next week with a question for Kelly Jo Psychic. You can listen to her blog talk show, Biscuits and Tea Mystic, and she will be joining us next week. So I hope you will join us then. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.